is Dorathor from Team Ragnarok, bringing you another cast. This will be my second cast, and as promised, I'm bringing you the deck profile, which I so conveniently told you I would make. This is a profile of the Quasar deck you saw in my first cast, and basically I thought just showing you the deck in its simplicity on or writing it up or something, that would be too boring, not much content. So I decided to bring up this cast, and I'll try to make it a little bit more interesting. I'll show you some of the combos, talk a little about the cards, the choices, stuff like that, and in the end I'll show you some of the plays that you can be making with Quasar, some of the most awesome plays you've ever seen. Like, that dragon just rips things to shreds in a mere seconds. It makes opponents concede faster than, I don't even know. It's just amazing. It's so fun to play, and it's really an amazing deck. So if you have some time, if you wanna really play this deck, it takes a lot of practice to play because none of the combos are really that obvious. Sometimes you really have to think before you make a play, and I usually just when I start every hand, I just look at my hand for like 2 or 3 minutes and just imagine every possible thing I can make with this hand, and then I choose the best one. So yeah, I guess that's how I do it. If you can do it faster, or if you're more awesome, which is not likely, then basically try this deck, play it, see if you like it. I don't know, do whatever you want. But before I go into that, I would like to thank all of you subscribers and viewers of this video. I think it's amazing the feedback I've received, the comments, the IMs, the PMs. I'm sorry, the PMs. I've gotten a lot of suggestions about what to do and stuff like that, and I'll try to do most of them, if not all. And basically, I want to show that I listen to you guys, and yeah, it's you I'm entertaining. So I really hope you like it, and I hope you'll keep watching, and I hope you enjoyed. So, without further ado, I will be moving on to the deck profile. Here is basically this deck. It runs a common plant engine, and it has a TG engine as well for various purposes, mostly consistency, but also it's an easy way to bring out level 5s, and Werewolf is simply amazing in so many ways. I'll show you a bit later. You have your Junk quick draw engine with tuning, and you have 3 level leaders, which is the backbone of the deck. It gets abused in so many ways. Brings out Quasar very easily. And you have your Synchron Explorers, which is part of one of the main combos, which I'll be showing later. And you have Maxis, which are just good in general, good draw, power for when you don't start and stuff like that. And one of the most interesting cards in the deck is actually Card Destruction, because some of you might not notice how it fits in the deck, but it's really amazing in so many ways, because your hands can easily clog up. Like, you can have multiple double warriors and multiple level leaders and stuff like that. Just dropping a Card Destruction, getting a whole new hand, getting some important stuff in the graveyard is really amazing. But the most broken use of this card is actually to counter your opponent's Maxis, because if you go turn 1 and you start throwing down all kinds of plays, like, I don't know, just abusing level leaders so much, drawing a lot of cards, and your opponent just dumps Max C, and you're like, fine, you can just keep going, because all you need to do is make them draw 16 cards. And when they have, you can just dump this card and it's game, because they will have to discard 20 cards and draw 20 cards, and once they have done that, they've lost the game pretty much. Like, they can't draw another card and they lose by default. So it's an amazing counter, and it's an amazing card in general. I'll talk a little about the synchros. You have Catastor, it's important, you need level 5s. Armorium, also pretty staple. Black Rose, it's important because of the formula Librarian play, which you will most commonly be making. Brionac, staple, I guess. You need Drill Warrior for a quick draw. Formula important. This card is really amazing. I don't think I've recorded any games with it, but it really. Oh my god! Just give me a sec. That was horrible, horrible, horrible. I'm sorry. You have your Junk Warrior and your Roll Warrior. Really, really important as well. You need those kinds of cards to abuse quick draw. You have Scrap Dragon, which is the only level 8 you'll be using. Shooting Quasar, of course, Shooting Star, and you have Librarian, Wonder Magician, and Trishla. So, pretty common extra deck with the quick draw techs. And I guess I'll be showing you one of the main combos of the deck, which involves these 3 cards. Quick Draw, Level Leader, and Synchron Explorer. The combo is pretty hard, but I've made a video of it, showing you how it works and what you gotta do. But in this video, the only difference is that instead of having these 3 cards in the hand, I had Level Leader in the grave to start with, and that's why the only difference it makes is that you have to discard something else for quick draw, because normally you'll be discarding this card, you'll be discarding Level Leader for quick draw and so on. So basically that's the only difference, and yeah, I hope you understand. If you don't, I'll try to explain it easier, I guess. Just send me a PM or a comment or anything. So that pretty much concludes the deck profile for this time. I hope you understood the combo. If you didn't, just put a comment or PM me or something and I'll try to explain it in more detail. Maybe a little bit slower. I guess I did it quite fast. But yeah, one thing I forgot to mention before was one of the main combos, which you will see in the next few videos. The pretty much one of the main combos of the deck is making Librarian plus Formula, which is pretty easy because all you gotta do is somehow first turn bring out a tuner into your grave. You can do it by, I don't know, Foolish, you can do it by one for one, or if you have it in hand, you can discard it with quick draw. And basically, what that does is that means you can normal summon junk synchron, bring out the tuner, and special summon double from your hand. Then you synchro double with junk, make a librarian, and you synchro the tuner with one of the tokens, and you get formula, and you draw 2 cards. So basically, you trade 3 or 2 cards for 2 cards, and you have librarian and formula in the field. And then if you drew into quick draw and level leader, and you have those 2, then you have an instant Quasar. So it's one of the most important combos in the deck. One of the combos you will probably make the most, and yeah, it's important to remember that. Yeah, I guess that was it. And the following are just a few takes from the past few days where I've made Quasar in various ways. Some of them more interesting than others. Some of them are just to show off a bit because it's awesome and amazing, and just to see how much people hate the deck, I guess. Just laugh and win and be awesome. And I guess that was it for this time. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I hope you'll keep commenting, seeing the videos and stuff like that, and keep following, subscribing if you haven't. And yeah, I will keep updating. See you guys, and enjoy the next couple of videos. Bye.